Now, January can be a little bit hard on the waistlines. Now, I'm joined in studio by Nicola Davidson, who remarkably lost 55 kilograms. Now, I can't even get my head around that, so let's just find out how she did it. Nicola, thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Hi.
Hi, now tell us, a whole 55 kilograms.
Yes.
I can't even imagine that on your body.
Yeah, it's very possible, unfortunately. Yeah.
Now tell me, I mean, it must have been a long journey to get to this position where you're looking great. Tell us what it is that inspired you to get your body moving to where it is now.
Well, it took about 10 years to gain all the weight, and it was in about 2008 after my sister's wedding, where I decided, okay, this is ridiculous. You look like the size of all the bridesmaids put together. You need to actually start losing some weight. And I lost a lot of weight, but then picked it all back up again and lost a lot more weight and picked it all back up again until about end of 2012. And I decided, okay, this is ridiculous. You've done this twice before. You need to actually do it one last time, but make this time count. And I, was reading magazines at work while I was having my donuts. I roll. And I saw in magazines something about sneakgeek.co.za where you could win money for losing weight. And I was like, woohoo, sign me up. So I joined up for their weight loss challenge at the end of 2012, and I quit after a week because I like donuts.
Yeah.
And then I started it again in January of 2013, and I quit again after 2 weeks. This time I made a whole 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then they had their Winter Warrior Challenge in July of 2013. 2013. And I said, okay, this is ridiculous. Third time lucky, we're going to do this now. It's just 8 weeks. That's all you need to do to make a lifestyle change. Let's get it together. Let's start training properly, consistently. Let's start making healthy eating choices. It's just 8 weeks. It's not the rest of your life. And I did the 8-week challenge, and woohoo, go me. I actually ended up winning it, which was amazing.
That's incredible.
So in those 8 weeks, I lost 12.8 kilos, and that was the catalyst that kickstarted the whole 55 kilos. Today.
So I can imagine, it really does take a lot to commit to it. It's not just, physical stuff. Can you tell me, about psychologically how you needed to get to the position that you were in when you finally committed on that third round?
Well, I think you've got to reach rock bottom before you can start climbing out. That's the thing. So I realized, I'm super heavy. I can't fit into seats. I can't fit into airline seats. I can't fit into anything. I can't fit into the bath. I can't fit into shops. I felt like I wasn't fitting in emotionally and physically. So I wanted to reclaim myself and get my life back. And that's when I thought, you've got to actually make a commitment now and do this. And it's so much more than just training and eating. It's about rediscovering who you are underneath all the weight and getting back to your most authentic self. So for me, it was a threefold journey: learning how to train right, learning how to eat right, and learning who I was. And getting those three things right is what's helped me get to where I am today. Because I think this is my third chance at losing a lot of weight, and it's the one that I've been the most successful at because I've made a commitment to eating right, training right, and learning who I am.
I can imagine, a lot of the time it's quite easy for us to go onto fad diets and fall and then get back up again, which is also quite unhealthy. Could you just explain to us, what it is that you found worked for you in getting the combination of, eating a particular diet? How did it work for you?
Well, I do see a nutritionist who's worked out a plan for me. I don't know anything about nutrition, so basically I just do what I'm told.
Of course.
But the one that I know that people say it so often that it's a lifestyle, not a diet, but that actually is really true. So when I'm eating healthily, I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I also think it's really important not to be restricted, not to feel like I can't have this and I can't have that, because the minute I can't have pizza, you go out and eat 12. At least that's what I do. So for me, it's important to know that I can eat a moderate amount of different food groups. For me, it's important to have color, flavor, and texture. And it's also important for me to just keep making consistent, healthy choices. I find no matter what kind of eating plan you follow, whether it's the one that I follow, which is known as If It Fits Your Macros, whether you follow a paleo lifestyle, Banting, low carb, high fat, whatever, the key is consistent, healthy choices. You will make mistakes because we're all human. You will have a pizza, you will have a piece of cake, but the trick is to get right back on the horse or the wagon or whatever the very next meal, and just consistent, healthy choices. That's the key. There's no special diet, there's no magic pill. It's just constant commitment to health inside and out.